before you think you tuned in late, no, you did not.
Yes,
we just said to do things differently today. Yeah. It's not every time you have to be straight jacketed, okay? You need to create some changes every
Where's
now
the
and
fun in
then.
that?
Let me do like Tokwe. Will I get it, yeah?
You have to
Hi,
add
ladies.
Hi.
Wow, the wonders
Different
of
shades
makeup,
of glow. In fact, you are rude. I'm coming back to you later.
So rude.
I'm coming back to you later.
How are you, baby girl?
So somebody disappeared for, what, 2 weeks? And she just came out and she thinks we'll just say,
just let me slide.
Yeah, just slide it.
Just move on.
Great to have you back, baby girl. Good to see you.
By the way, I want that dress. Yes.
You snap it.
Don't worry. You don't worry about it. Don't worry about how it's going to fit on me.
Do you understand?
Because you know me, I can rock anything.
Hey, she have come.
Yes.
She have
She
come.
already knows what
the
she has to do with the
actress.
dress.
Do you guys know Emma just made her Nollywood debut? So very soon we're going to see her at the Oscars, you know?
Again.
You know what it is?
And because of that, since morning, she's been a diva.
Yes.
MM has been extra because she's just been like,
I'm an actress.
Even Tokpa has not done up to that level.
But you know what? You need to see how humble I am on set.
No, you should not. You don't know that humility is offset. It's just like you being proud on this.
Because I wanted to call me back. And they said they would call me back. So I said, thank God I behaved myself.
Before they go and see the real MM, they're just like,
please, who is Pastor? No, but it was such a blessing. I had so much fun on set. Yeah, and thanks to Tokwe actually, because to be honest, if there's anybody who's actually motivated me on this path, it has been Tokwe.
Motivator.
So I need to call her out on it, really.
How do you call? You are calling someone
call me out in a good way.
I know that.
I'm appreciating you. I'm saying that thanks for being such a blessing. Yeah.
I'm so glad and honored.
And
I'm very happy.
To decide, so
she posted something on your Instagram, and I feel like it's very important that everybody takes that note. She said, to new beginnings. You know, there's really never a time where you can stop trying new things.
Yes.
You don't feel like, and I love it because she's married, and you know, people would feel like, oh, as a married woman, wherever you are, just stay there. But that, you know, it's more like I'm married, great, but I still have a life. So this part of my life, I want to explore this, and I have a supportive husband, and I'm exploring it. And I think you women out there who are married and feel like, oh, well, let me just settle here. Don't settle. You have a dream, chase.
Go for it.
You finally listen to Tokpa give the aspire to perspire to my
wire to acquire.
Oh my days.
Okay. Let me tell you guys what's happening today. Okay, we're going to have nutrition. That's Dr. Kalu will be with us in the studio today to give us nutrition. We'll also have a performance by Pharaoh Banks. And we'll definitely have another conversation. I'm not quite sure we're going to have social media today. We are having social media.
On social media streets, who we dragging?
Hey, this social media. Okay, so what are we going to do about social media?
Well, we've not. I think it's just going. We're just going to see what's trending.
Don't worry, guys. We'll definitely tell you what we will be talking about when social media time rolls by. And then, of course, just as I mentioned earlier, we are having a performance by Pharaoh Banks, and then we'll have a Toby Aremo.
Yes, on relationships.
For relationships. So there's a lot packed for you on the show today. All you need to do is just sit there. Like we decided to do today, no standing, no stressing, just relax.
And besides, some people actually need that rest.
Yes.
Please ignore all the side talks and all the, especially coming from this angle. Let's know what the weather situation is today so we don't get drenched. We'll be back.
Very important. Welcome to the news update on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Tokwe Olonio. President Muhammadu Buhari has commended security agencies over the arrest of the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, and the recent raid by the Department of State Services on the Ibadan home of Yoruba rights activist Sunday Adeyemo. President Buhari stated this in a statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu. According to the President, Nnamdi Kanu was captured as a result of cross-border cooperation and international operation, adding that the IPOB leader would face the law. The statement added, quote, the government had long been monitoring the activities of the IPOB and had strong cause to believe that the funding sources, including proceeds of the suspected illicit criminal activities, end quote. He said sanity, calm and peace has been returned to our communities who previously lived in the constant fear of these misguided elements. Speaking on the raid of Sunday Igbo's house, the presidency described Igbo as a militant ethnic secessionist who has been conducting acts of terror under the guise of protecting his kinsmen. The statement noted that the administration respects fundamental human rights but will not condone any attempts to build an armory to undermine the unity of the country. Moving on to the Northeast, staying with the security matters, the chairman of the Northeast Governors Forum, Baba Gana Zulum, has called for the better collaboration between security agencies and host communities in the fight against insecurity in the northeast side of the country. At the opening ceremony of the forum's 5th meeting in Jalingo, the Taraba state capital, Governor Zulum stressed the need for local intelligence gathering, which he believes will go a long way in addressing the security challenges. Owolabi Adenusi filed this report.
This is the 5th meeting of the Northeast Governors Forum, taking place in Jalingo, the Taraba state capital. The meeting is to address issues facing the region and provide solutions. Declaring the meeting open, Governor Darius Ishaku raised concerns over the dissemination of the region's population by the Boko Haram insurgency. He called on governors in the region to work in one accord for common interests of its people.
This forum should be in the vanguard of further reinforcing mutually beneficial social and economic integrations of our government and our people. If we wish to bring national attention to our plight, we must be able to harmonize our thoughts and communicate in unison.
He asked governors in the region to jointly demand budgetary allocation for the Mambila hydropower projects in the 2021 supplementary budget. He also challenged the federal government to commence exploration of the oil reserves discovered in the Northeast region to increase their revenue profile.
I'm delighted that oil has been discovered in the Northeast, notably in the Bauchi-Gombe axis and in Taraba State, but as both oil and gas. In the same line, I urge the federal government to expand and expedite the exploration in the Charge Basin, as well as the Benue Trough, which, according to geological reports, is rich in oil and gas. As a result of the 13% derivation principle enjoyed by all producing states, we anticipate that the earlier exploitation of these petroleum resources in the Northeast region will increase our revenue profile and join us to the club of the 13%ers.
In his opening remark, the chairman of the forum and governor of Borno State, Baba Gana Zulum, said the meeting has become necessary to advance regional cooperation in order to tackle the challenges of the region. It calls for the involvement of host communities in fighting insecurity in the Northeast through the gathering of local intelligence. Governor Zulum says the forum will also collaborate with the international community in all areas of importance.
The forum is our collective efforts towards coming together as a united single entity to confront the enormous challenges facing our sub-region using the human and material resources at our disposal.
The Northeast governors then went into a closed-door meeting and are expected to issue a communique at the end of their deliberations. Present at the meeting were the governor of Borno State, Professor Baba Gana Zulum, Inu Ayaya of Gombe State, Amadou Fintiri of Adamawa State, Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State, Maimala Buni of Yobe State was represented by his deputy, Adi Barde, and host governor Darius Ishaku of Taraba State.
Aha! Everybody's so busy making breakfast. Yeah. We almost lost our cue.
I was going to say, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
I feel like a child again.
Right, I know. But kids actually really love this stuff. My kids love it.
We are competing with children now.
24/7.
So I'm actually loving the fact that it's more crunchy now.
Mm. Yeah.
I love that. I also love the fact that it tastes amazing. You can even snack on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Honestly, and you know, when it comes
there seems to be a new package. Oh.
So it's not practically new, but there's something different
like
about the packaging.
Yeah?
And then the Kellogg's itself is fresh, it's crisp. When you eat it, you feel that crunchiness.
So there's an RRP now. For those who don't know, so you don't sell it more than 50 naira. It is now 50 naira. In fact, it's been written there. They didn't even write recommended there. They are telling you that it's 50 naira only. So don't pay more than 50 naira.
So
you enjoy your breakfast.
First time
Oh, really?
This is my first time. No. This is my first time taking cornflakes cold.
Are you serious?
He always likes the hot water.
I always like the hot water.
Ew.
Let's see how this goes down.
I've never done cornflakes with hot water.
I've never done cornflakes with cold water.
Okay, so when we're children, sometimes your parents would make you cornflakes with hot water. Like, parents can be so extra. They just want you to stay really warm. So they'll make it for you. But the reality is to enjoy cornflakes.
And you know, the amazing,
the
amazing thing is with this is how versatile it is actually, because you could actually use it in wrapping your chicken.
Yeah. Some chefs have done that here.
Yeah, you know, when you boil, like when you boil your chicken after you steamed it.
To fry.
Yeah, you fry it and then you make it crunchy.
You know the breadcrumbs
so you just
you
basically blend. Yeah, you blend the cereals and then you wrap it with your chicken.
And then for those who like to be adventurous, you could use fruits as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, strawberries, blueberries.
Yeah, you could put apple pieces. Come, what is wrong with us this morning?
Like, you guys are cereal experts this morning. I'm like, what?
I know we eat this
all I
like
know is that
every
my kids
week.
are not complaining. They like it. That's all I need to know. And I'm going to keep
all I know
getting
is
it.
that I am my own kid. Me and myself and I.
Well, so imagine if there were raisins in this bowl of cornflakes right now.
Okay, guys.
People are foodies.
Especially this one here.
I know.
She like food. She like food.
I'm very adventurous.
And
We forgive you.
I like sugar in my cornflakes. Yeah, but guess what? I didn't put sugar, and I actually like it. I'm surprised.
But speaking of forgiveness, Mary just told us earlier that today is World Forgiveness
Day.
Yeah, today is Global Forgiveness Day. Today is also Tell the Truth Day. Today is Chocolate Day. Today is Chocolate Day. That's amazing.
I forgive chocolate.
That's the thing for you.
Okay.
Please, what
are you forgiving?
Ask us. What are you forgiving me for?
Chocolate, I forgive you.
For what?
For not checking up on me.
Oh.
Look at this one.
Oh, wow.
I forgive you.
Okay.
Wait, let me forgive her, please. I forgive you for sending me a message after my show to ask me when my show is.
Okay.
Yes.
Are we really doing this?
Oh, yeah, reply.
But did that not come as a surprise to you? That I checked up on you?
It's not come as you wanted to lose.
Please, let's talk about something else. You know this one that you guys are talking about, it just got me thinking of what Titi mentioned earlier.
What?
Can you forgive a spouse that goes through your phone?
I don't understand what is that to forgive.
It's simple, I'll go through your phone.
You go through.
So wait, is that a standard now? Is it a standard? Because there was a post that came up online, and apparently there was a spouse going through his wife's contacts and actually messaging men and waiting for their responses. So he said, "I love you," to one particular guy, and the guy replied with a very weird emoji, and then in the morning, he sees the reply, "Oh, you passed the test, sir. I was just checking to see if you were one of the guys chasing her."
Does he have a job?
I don't know.
So I know somebody that has actually experienced this. In fact, they eventually married and divorced.
Wow.
So she and this guy, they were still dating then. And because they were having issues, he went through her phone, he didn't even go through her phone, he hacked into, that was when I knew they could hack into BBN. Accessed her BBN, went to Computer Village to access her BBN through his phone. Not kidding, no. That's how far it went. They started chatting all the guys on her contact list.
Like, does she have money?
My dear, after chatting all of them, if everyone was saying different things, like, what's going on? Why are you talking like this? Are you okay? One even went as far as saying, do you know how long I've been praying you to me this?
Are you serious?
I'm telling you. And then the guy was, you know why? Because they were having issues. He was trying to find out who it could possibly be that she was dating. Maybe she was seeing someone else, was why she was shanking him. And I just feel all these things, insecurity is normal, I dare say, but
can you forgive a spouse for doing that, though? Really?
I think that's my spouse. I'll take him to therapy.
He'll be all right.
Really? To therapy. He needs to build his mind.
I'm on that train of I can't keep myself.
You don't get
like
you're
really
hacking the phone to chat with the people to find. So when you now don't find anything, what now happens?
There's actually something my husband always says. He says that he won't go through my phone because he believes that you know, as married couple, we are both mature to handle all of those, you know, distractions or third-party issues, but, you know, maturely or handle it well, you know. So I don't need to be all up in your space. But it's not as if we both do not know that there are people, you know, coming around and flirting and stuff. Yeah. But I trust you to handle it, you know.
That's a very mature way to look at things.
You are the one that will not sleep well.
Exactly. It's about sleeping
when
well.
I traveled.
Okay.
So one of the actors that traveled with us, so one of our chaperones, he's Russian. So she says, so she told me that I like this guy. I know me now. She'll tell. I'm like, so what's up? Are you into black women? And he says, oh, he's never really thought of it. And I'm like, but are you open to it? He's like, oh, he's totally open to it. And then he's like, why am I asking? I said, because my friend here likes you. And then he's like, wow. And then he starts going pink, and it was so funny. Like, and I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, he just needs a drink. This is really like too much confidence.
Wow.
And then, no, I'm headed somewhere. I'm like, so are you dating anybody? He says, no. I'm like, is anybody dating you? He said, I just said I'm not dating anybody. I said, in my country, are you dating somebody? Is somebody dating you? Are you married? Is somebody married to you? Do you have a child? Does somebody have a child? I have to ask you from your side and their side.
But you know this thing she said. It just reminded me of something. No? There was this call I made on Solace Calls on Sunday. This guy, oh my God. This guy, I called him and he was telling me that he's not in a relationship. Okay, no, I've not yet uploaded it.
So it
has not gone on air yet, so you will hear it either this Sunday or next. He said he's not in a relationship. Meanwhile, this girl, I love you, our love is too real, it's too good to be real. This is that, and then he's insisting he's not in a relationship. But that he doesn't have anybody in his life.
I have a friend who also feels, who also said the same thing. So he's in multiple relationships.
So he will never own up to any.
So he would never. He'd say, I don't know. Me, I'm not dating them, but I don't know if they are dating
me. For what it's worth, guys, today is World Forgiveness Day. Let's see if we can breathe in, breathe out, and just be forgiven.
Today is Wake Up Nigeria Let's Day. I'm just having a good time. Oh my God, I'm talking my mouth.
Let's go for a quick break, everyone, and be back with more.
Welcome back, people. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria. And with me in the kitchen this morning is Chef Blossom.
Hi, good morning.
I hope you like it when I sing your name.
Yes.
Huh?
I think I'm getting used to it.
You're getting used to it, yeah? All right. This morning, Chef Blossom is going, would I call it healthy? Because sweet potatoes are like a healthy kind of.
Fiber.
Yeah. But anyways, she's making boiled sweet potatoes and sauce. Palm oil sauce. And of course, we are having fried turkey on the side, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about the ingredients, please.
Okay, we have our shambor. We have that's for the sauce.
Okay.
We have our onions. We have our scotch bonnet. We have Maggi, seasoning cubes mashed already. We have curry. This will go into the turkey.
Okay.
We have paprika. We have salt to taste. We have our thyme. Then the palm oil for the sauce. We have our egg to go boiled. We're going to boil it. So we have our potatoes.
Okay. And we have our vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil.
Yes. What are we using the vegetable oil for?
To fry the turkey.
Oh, to fry the turkey. Yes. All right, fantastic. You know, shombo is one kind of pepper that I've never really used.
Really? Why is that?
No, I have no idea.
It gives this reddish feel to your sauce. That's why
you were the one who suggested it to me one time when you made akara.
Yes.
Yeah, and I almost tried it, but for some, like I said, it's not one of the things that I would go to the market to buy. Yeah. Once I have my pepper, which of course, you know, plays its own role.
How about tatache?
I'm good. Like... No, tatache is the worst. I don't like tatache. No, I don't. Anyways, so like we said, we are making sweet potatoes and pepper sauce this morning. We have our fried chicken, we have our turkey, which we're going to fry up on the side. But right now, our water is boiling up.
Yes.
Yeah. So, is there any special way you make your sweet potatoes? Just the regular way?
The regular way, just boil with salt. Salt to taste.
Yeah, and please don't go putting sugar in the sweet potatoes because it's sweet already.
Yes, sir.
I know some of us do it with our yams, but no, don't do that with your sweet potatoes. They're sweet already. There's no need to, you know, make it sweeter.
Some people even cook it with
the skin. Yeah, so people do that. So
for some reason, I think it makes it dark. It gives you this dark line after when it gets done. So I like to peel and soak in water.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think another reason why people actually would like to cook with the skin is because, you know, it also helps to retain its nutrients.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it helps to retain its nutrients from the skin to the integral parts of the potatoes, basically. So now let's explain the process for the sauce.
Okay, for the sauce, we're just going to bleach the palm oil for a little, like for a few minutes.
Okay.
Then we'll be blending this pepper, and then when it's heated up, we'll put in our chopped onions. We're going to chop the onions. Okay. Then allow to fry for a bit. It's like a very easy meal to make. Then we'll just toss in the pepper, then add some seasoning cubes and salt. That's all. So
this just easily replaces your rice, your yam.
Yes.
And sweet potatoes are very, very, very affordable. Very affordable, people. You'd be amazed at the amazing wonders of sweet potatoes. And most of all, they're very nutritious, guys.
Now that things are expensive in the market, you don't need to go. That's why I made this, so you could look for things that are very cheap that you could also enjoy and very easy to make as well.
Yeah, I mean, and then if you can't, you know, buy turkey, you can also replace it with fish
easily.
You want. Yeah. Okay. I hope our water is cooking up. Is it cooking up?
Yes.
Well, it's boiling gradually. Okay. If you're just joining us on the show, with me this morning in the kitchen is Chef Blossom. Yes. And this morning we are making sweet potatoes and pepper sauce with fried turkey on the side and boiled eggs. Why the boiled eggs though?
Just to have...
It gives you that Ofada stew kind of feel, right? I like the idea. Yes. I like it. All right. Now it's time for some good conversation. And of course, we've got Mary handle that. Hello, Mary.
Thank you very much. It's time for us to talk nutrition. And doing justice to that today is Dr. Duka Kalu-Maju. Is currently the medical doctor of Quincy Wellness and Naturopathic Center, an integrative health and naturopathic wellness solution center based in Nigeria and the United States of America. He officially joined Quincy Wellness and Naturopathic Center in 2020. He's also undergoing training to become a qualified and licensed physician of naturopathic and traditional medicine. Today, he will be talking to us about the adverse effects of obesity. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so Dr. Kalu, obesity is something that for me it's a thin line, because so many people feel obese when they're actually just on overweight, or some people feel like just different feelings regarding obesity. So I would really like for you to define obesity in detail for us.
Yeah, thank you. You know, because for a long time, everybody's like, you know, they look at you, your body build, and they're like, are you fat? Are you obese? Nobody can really tell. So that's why WHO came up with the classification system, you know. That's the
BMI, I believe?
Yes, that involves using the BMI, your body mass index, which is a function of your, you know, dividing your weight in kilograms by the square of your height in meters. So the classification, it grades obesity into there are 3 grades.
Okay.
The first grade for people with BMI or from between 25 and 29.9.
Okay, 25 to 29.5.
Yeah, we just categorize them as being overweight.
Okay.
And then for those between 30 and 39.9, we'll categorize them as being obese.
Okay.
And then for those above 40, that's morbid obesity, because those are the ones that come up with more of the complications you'll find in obesity. So that gives us an idea. So when you check your weight, you know, and then you divide, you know, and your height too, so you can actually classify yourself. It works like that for many ethnic groups, except, you know, for the Chinese that have. So you can be overweight. Yes, you can be considered overweight as a Chinese or an Asian.
Even at 25.
At 23, you can even be considered overweight, you know, if you're Chinese. So, but aside that, you know, every other person falls in these categories I just mentioned.
Okay, so now let's talk about obesity itself now. Okay. We've established what being overweight is, because many people struggle to understand if they're overweight or obese. So it's best for you to go check out your body mass index, okay, your BMI, so you can be really sure what category you fall into. Sure. But let's talk about obesity itself. What exactly are the adverse effects? What are the consequences of being obese?
All right. There are a lot, because, you know, if you even go from the psychological aspect of it, people who feel they are, because these days I even look for words to describe it, because, you know, someone comes into your office looking, I'm like, do I say big or fat? So it doesn't sound offensive. Okay. You know, that's social stigmatization. Okay. You know, that the whole, am I fat? Am I? So that's already, some people are depressed just because of their weight. And that's an issue on its own. They could have respiratory problems. You know, there's something obstructive sleep apnea. So where they they snore a lot, you know, they're not breathing properly.
Will you recommend those kind of people to use this stuff for blocking the nose so you can stop snoring? Is it a good idea?
I think I'll just say you should lose weight, you know. Okay. I wouldn't really, because anyways, we'll talk about that when we talk about things you can do to manage obesity.
Okay, so we've talked about depression, we've talked about, besides depression, we've also talked about
the stigmatization
as well.
Your fat, and all that.
Okay, so what else? What are the other adverse effects?
For the organs now, with cardiovascular system, there are a whole lot that could go wrong. Because you know, when you're obese, chances are the cholesterol levels are high.
Very high. Yeah.
So there's a condition, atherosclerosis, where you have fatty deposits in your vessels, in the vessels of your. So it means that your blood pressure could go up. Your heart has to do a lot of work. Can you imagine your heart trying to pump blood around, you know, the surface area? So it's a lot of work for the heart. So cardiomyopathies, hyperventricular issues, you know, just coronary artery diseases, just a whole lot for that. Stroke when it comes to the brain and all, you know. So it's not good for you. A lot of cancers too. You know, obesity is a risk factor for a whole lot of malignancies. You know, so just it's.
So you were mentioning earlier that you will talk about the ways to avoid it or how to manage it. Please, can you tell us more about those?
Okay, yeah, sure. Because you know, causes, the genetic factors. Of course, if you're, you know, there are genetic factors. There's a diet, because it's a disease of lifestyle. Yeah, so your diet plays a huge role, because you have to get that energy balance right. If what's coming in, you know, there's no expenditure, you just accumulate all that stuff, and then it makes you big. So whatever is going in, you should always balance it up, you know. Your diet should be good, you should exercise regularly. That helps with the expenditure, you know, increases your, you know, blood flow, circulation and all that. Okay.
Your diet,
So that's for the causes. Okay. So for you to, managing it would now have to be trying to do all those things. You know, now that we have an idea of what the cause is, of course, genetically, there's not much you can do because that's how you were made. But if you get the energy balance right, because I've heard some people say, oh, I just get fat because I'm happy, and then I'm now overweight. You get, so I'm like, okay, so eat less.
Eat less.
Maybe if you eat a bowl of rice together with the happiness, it makes you big. So maybe just eat a quarter.
But don't reduce the happiness.
Don't reduce that, because you need to be happy.
Oh, Dr. Kalu, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I especially took out the fact that dieting is important. Yes. And even if you can't do anything about it being genetically, you know, being a genetic problem, you can also at least manage it just so you can live a healthy lifestyle. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, we will take this break. Wake Up Nigeria continues in a bit. Stay with us.
Welcome back, and we are joined by Tosin Idowu, better known as HD Tosin, the official hairstylist for Lush Hair. Good morning, Tosi.
Hi, good morning.
Now, I want to know what made you go into hair making or hairstyling?
Honestly, money. Women have plenty money. And
wow.
And they like to spend a lot on their hair.
Yeah.
But aside that, it's like one of the passion I have for creativity and all that. Sometimes I wonder how some styles come to be.
Yeah.
So because of curiosity, I just wanted to know. And then, of course, it runs in the family. My mom and my two sisters are both hairstylists.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, before I came myself, my colleague Zainab was telling me about your mom and her journey in modeling.
Yeah.
Now, how does that make you feel, having your mom at this point of her life being like a superstar model?
Really excited because I remember when I told her I wanted to learn hairstyling, it was like war. She had family meeting, you know, out of everything you should be in the world, you want to be a stylist.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that at least she's benefiting from the fact that I went into the craft.
Yeah.
And of course, she's making money from our modeling industry right now.
Yeah.
She's a diva.
Now, I want to talk about your partner as the official hairstylist for Lush Hair. Now, tell us, how did that partnership come to be?
So I did a short clip for one of their new products then.
Okay.
And I posted on Instagram. Of course, social media is a big platform for you to do whatever you want to do.
Yes.
And of course, they saw the video and then invited me to the office, and then we signed our contract, and it's been amazing since then.
So did you do it because you wanted them to reach out, or you just saw the product and you're like, you know what, I want to jump on this and make this hair? Was it an intentional step for your career, or was it just coincidence?
Well, I would say intentional because, of course, we're all looking for opportunities.
Yes.
So I tend to like go and channel my creativity towards new brands and new products in the industry.
Yeah.
And of course, they saw it and they loved it, and of course, I'm here now.
I love that, because that's good for people watching to know that for your career, you don't just go waiting for manna to fall from heaven. Like, you have to make intentional steps and make it properly presented so that the people you want to work with can actually see you for brand visibility. But you brought good news for us from Lush
yes.
Hair. I am all ears.
Excited. Okay, so we have some new SKUs released into the market. We have Rainer calls. We have
some new
SKUs.
Oh yeah, break it down.
Okay, so they are the new crochet.
Okay.
That we just released into the market.
Okay.
We have Rainer, we have Ronin calls, we have bow, and then we have kinky waves.
Okay.
And you know, because people want to make their hair quickly these days and still look fabulous, so that's why we create as many products for women as possible, so that at least you can look beautiful and it's always affordable.
Okay. Now you said these are new. So what makes them amazing? What's the difference with these new additional pieces?
Okay, so first of all, they are quite affordable, which is what we always look out for. And of course, the calls are different from what we have right now in the market, and even with the competitive brands, we try to bring new stuff out. Okay. And then light. It is really light, and you can even use it yourself at home. You don't have to go to the salon to make your hair.
Oh, man, fabulous. I was going to say, mad. So tell me, how many packs? Because you know there's this confusion whenever you want to make your hair. Is one pack okay? 1.5, 2 packs? How many packs would you need?
One pack does it all.
So it's like a one full, like one size fits all.
One pack.
Fabulous. Now this crochet, because doing the activations, I did make my hair with the crochet. Now, how convenient is it for you, who is just a normal individual who is not a hairstylist? How convenient is it for you to make by yourself?
Okay, so of course, you know, we have trendy styles right now, and we try to make these products very light and easy so that it doesn't tangle even when you want to use it yourself.
Yes.
So you can use it for your pony, you can put it in the scarf and style it somehow. And of course, you can come to our page to see tricks on how to use some of our new products.
So can you give me like 3 top trends of how to style your hair now?
Ponytail, like I said, is trending right now.
Yes.
And of course, knotless braids.
So you could do a knotless braid with a crochet?
Yes, with this product. So you can do a pick and drop with it, you know. And then, of course, the, what's it called? The fringe style that ladies like to wear these days.
Yeah.
So you can have a big bun and then still have it short in front, yeah.
Nice.
Tips on our page, right?
Yeah, free tips. But I want to quickly touch on upcoming hairstylists. Now, I like the fact that you put yourself out there and brands saw you, and this Lush Hair came to partner with you. Now, what advice do you have for upcoming hairstylists who don't know how to break out, or who have even tried doing videos of remaking hairstyles for brands? How can you advise them to build clientele or to remain consistent or to also grow their brands?
Okay, so first of all, you have to be creative. especially if you are a male hairstylist in the industry, I can tell you that the female hairstylists are doing well. Yeah. So you have to bring your own exceptionalism into the business for you to sell. So be creative and be consistent, like you said. There are days that you don't feel like you're in the right field, but if you are consistent with what you're doing, you're going to get your break eventually. And then lastly, be bold. Clients can always want to bully you. Yeah. Be bold to advise them on new styles and, of course, things that will suit them more when you're styling them. Because people will always say, oh, I saw that hairstyle of my friend, I wanted to do it. Yeah. And eventually when you do, it doesn't suit them. So be bold enough to say, oh, I don't think this hairstyle will fit you. I think we should try something new.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to go look for this new pack of blush because it now sounds like it's the alpha and omega.
And it's everywhere. It's in the open market. So.
Yeah. And you said it's affordable. Affordable. Major key.
And reusable.
And that reusable is the major key. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
There we have it. We've had our conversation with Heidi Tosi. And I always say there's no Wake Up Nigeria without music, but there's also something that there cannot be Wake Up Nigeria without, which is food. Yum, 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 yum. and Blossom in the kitchen taking over.
Talk by what's going on? You've been singing a lot.
I'm happy.
I don't know what's happening. Anyways, welcome to the kitchen, guys. Yes, before there's the question I need to ask the lush guest. Is that your hair, or you have a wig on? Oh, wow, really interesting, great. Okay, with me in the kitchen is Chef Blossom, and this morning we are making potatoes, boiled sweet potatoes and pepper sauce. And of course we have our fried turkey and boiled eggs, which is going on the side. Yes. All right, so right now we are putting in, let's talk about the ingredients quickly for our pepper sauce.
For the pepper sauce, we have shombo, we have our scotch bonnet, we have onions blended in, and ginger and garlic. I skipped that.
Yeah, so, and just in case you're wondering what scotch bonnet is actually atarodo pepper. Yes, the regular one that we use.
And we have a mixture of the yellow and the
red pepper. Oh, yes. There's something about the yellow pepper. The ingredients are right there on your screen. There is that distinct flavor that a yellow pepper adds to your meal.
Yes.
Oh, it gives that, you know, it's like a kick, like something that it gives to you, like that wake up. Oh. Anyways, yeah, I know I love food. No, that's not news. That's not news. Okay, so what's going on over there with our turkey?
Okay, we're seasoning them and leaving them to boil. It's going to be ready for you.
Okay, so what did you put in the turkey?
In there we have curry, thyme, salt, taste, and seasoning cubes. Yes.
I won't lie to you, turkeys are my all-time favorite protein. I love it. Like,
you prefer turkey to chicken?
I do.
Wow.
I do. And because of you, I went looking for soft chicken.
How did you get it?
Oh, my world. I think that's my second favorite.
Wow.
Oh, there's
that.
It's so easy to cook, and the softness. There's a certain deliciousness.
It has.
You don't even have to put in so much work.
Yes, yes. And it absorbs seasoning.
Yes,
quicker.
it does. It does. And there's this new trick I just learned with my with marinating my chicken. Okay. So if after seasoning it, you know, because if I don't have time to leave it for too long for all the seasons to get in, I just add a little bit of vinegar in it.
Okay. Yeah,
and
I think you mentioned the last time.
And then it just lemon, yes. You know, so it activates all of those flavors and just gives it that ooh. Anyways, I know, guys. I think we should move this pan to this cooker so that we can show people how we are making our pepper sauce. Yes, so let's move.
It's very easy to make.
Yes,
just like
quickly. Yeah, so quickly. So let's just, show them the, first stage for the pepper sauce.
So the palm oil goes in first.
Yeah. And then what's going in next? Our onions, I'm guessing.
Heat, yes.
Okay. We're going to fry that up like really well, yeah?
No. It won't bleach it for so long. Just allow to heat for like, let's say, a minute.
Okay.
So
and then
we'll toss in the
onions. Okay.
Allow that fry for like, let's say, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Then we'll pour in the pepper.
Okay. And then what goes in next?
When the pepper fries very well, we'll pour in this. I want to use the chicken, the turkey stock.
Okay.
For it. It adds enough flavor. But if you don't have the stock water, it's fine. You can also go plain like that. Then you just season with your seasoning cubes
and salt.
Yes.
Ooh, fantastic. I mean, because like you have all of those ingredients in your turkey already.
Yes.
All right, amazing stuff happening here in the kitchen. Breakfast is almost ready. I'm super excited because I love sweet potatoes. I mean, your unripe plantains can easily replace your sweet potatoes, even though unripe plantains are very expensive at the moment. But I mean, your sweet potatoes are like your go-to at the moment. Yeah, right now.
Irish potato could also go, but it's expensive at the moment.
Yeah, Irish potatoes are also very pricey as well. But anyways, if you can, go ahead and splurge. I mean, it's food. They say health is wealth, right? So eat and enjoy, right? Okay. We are wrapping things up here in the kitchen quickly, and of course there's still so much more on the show, guys. We still have music, we still have great talk, we still have great conversations coming your way next up. Stay with us, people. We'll be right back.
See, if I start to talk, the thing today, what MM and Tope have done to me today.
Really?
God is watching. Seriously though, we are welcoming you to the second lap of the #1 family breakfast show. And my advice this Wednesday is,
give them.
Try, hold this well here. Okay. Try not to become a woman of success, but rather become a woman of value.
Let me do my own now.
Oh, yeah.
A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. So keep pushing. You're about to break boundaries.
That sounded scary, like break.
No, you don't do that. I supported you.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Should we go on?
No,
okay, fine, that's fine. Still so much to come within the next 45 minutes, and we are so glad that you have decided to join us as usual. Every edition is carefully curated just for you, just like the careful preparation in the kitchen. Hi.
Carefully curated
the aroma
breakfast.
inside here. My goodness.
Like you have no idea. This breakfast is giving me jum in my body. I feel it. I can't even control myself.
Not the only small jum.
My name is Tope Olonio, and who are you?
You actually threw me off guard. My name is Mary Bashua Alimi. Now, of course, remember you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, and that's across all social media platforms, just so as to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian television.
Yes, now, and you can watch us live from anywhere in the world as long as you have internet connection. You can download our app, available on Android and iOS platforms, and you can take us with you wherever you go. Remember to follow us, so follow us on social media, CVC Connect, Instagram, Facebook.
Instagram.
Focus. What do we have for the next 45 minutes?
Aremo Olalekan Oluwatobi is a certified relationship and marriage coach and mentor as well. Now, he is passionate about God, love, relationships, marriages, and we cannot wait to have a conversation with him regarding a relationship today. Yes. So we'll be talking about love and communication, I think. Yeah. Interesting.
Very interesting. Because in relationship, you feel like you're an effective, why do I feel like you're laughing at me? You're an effective communicator. You feel like I communicate, but then you're communicating in a language that only you
understand. And that's where the problem usually is.
Wow. Yes. Wow. You have been listening.
Who is this?
Kudos to all our relationship experts who have been coming on the show.
They've been connecting.
Yeah.
Look at these ladies. Anyway, I just want to quickly drop. No, there's no Today is World Chocolate Day. I mentioned earlier, today is World Macaroni Day. Today is Strawberry Sunday Day.
Sunday fun day.
So,
Sunday.
Something interesting about chocolate, though. Apparently, chocolate really, MM. Let me land.
Let me land.
MM, what do you do with chocolate?
MM, you will not let her talk.
So,
we know.
Chocolate happens to help induce certain hormones that make you feel happier. Now, this has been
happy hormones.
Yes, happy hormones that make you feel happier. So, whenever there's breakups, issues at the office.
That's why you had weight.
You know,
yeah.
But chocolate, that's why.
To Dr. Kalu.
Yeah.
When you're obese.
But the thing is, that's one of the reasons why it's so addictive, because it induces happy hormones, and people always want to feel happy. So
we need
grab
to
some
chocolates on
happy hour on Wake Up Nigeria. So let's find out what facts we have for you, and then of course we'll bring you the news.
Welcome to the news update on Wake Up Nigeria. We begin as President Muhammadu Buhari has commended security agencies over the arrest of the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, and the recent raid by the Department of State Services on the Ibadan home of Yoruba rights activist Sunday Adeyemo. President Buhari stated this in a statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu. According to the President, Nnamdi Kanu was captured as a result of cross-border cooperation and international operation, adding that the IPOB leader would face the law. The statement added, quote, the government had long been monitoring the activities of IPOB and had strong cause to believe that their funding sources include proceeds of suspected illicit criminal activities, end quote. He said, sanity, calm and peace has been returned to our communities who previously lived in constant fear of these misguided elements. Speaking on the raid of Sunday Igbo's house, the presidency described Igboho as a militant ethnic secessionist who has been conducting acts of terror under the guise of protecting his kinsmen. The statement noted that the administration respects fundamental human rights but will not condone any attempt to build an armory to undermine the unity of the country. Nigeria, a passenger plane carrying 28 people has crashed in Russia's far eastern Kamchatka Peninsula on Tuesday. According to reports, all 22 passengers and 6 crew on board a decade-old passenger plane, including at least 1 child, are feared dead. Russia's emergency ministry says the plane, which has been in operation since 1982, was en route from regional capital Petropavlovsk-Kamchatka to Palana, a town in northwestern Kamchatka, when it lost contact with air traffic control shortly before 3 p.m. local time. Local officials said the plane's debris had been found both in the sea and on land, where initial reports that poor visibility may have been a contributing factor. The Kamchatka Transportation Prosecutor Office says the cause of the crash is now being investigated. That's all we can take on the news updates on Wake Up Nigeria this morning. We have Mary standing by for sports news.
Hello and welcome back. Now, we have our relationship discussion starting now. Aremo Olalekan Oluwatobi is a certified relationship and marriage coach. He's also a mentor and passionate about God, love, relationships, marriage, and life transformation. He's dedicated time to coaching and mentoring many on the matters of love, relationships, and marriage. He's joining us to talk about love and communication this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so love and communication. Yeah. I think the key word for some might be love, and the key word for others might be communication. Yeah. So maybe we should break them apart and focus on what communication truly is in relationships.
All right, so communication happens when, in its simplest form, is when both parties get what they are both trying to say. Okay. Okay. It's different from you hear someone, but you're not getting the essence of what they're saying. Okay. So communication actually happens when both people hear themselves, listen to each other, and actually get the essence of what they're trying to communicate with each other. Okay. Okay. And then, even though this is one of the most talked about things in relationship, we find out that there are still many people with communication breakdown. Okay, you find out that, at times you find some couples, maybe a breakup is happening or a divorce about to happen, and one party is saying the reason is because we don't communicate. Yeah. And one party is like, but we talk. How do you mean we don't communicate? That's because either you've been speaking so much and this other person has not been allowed to speak, or you're not even speaking in the way they understand at all. So it's important that people understand how they communicate as it is. And then, okay, so we can break communication styles into 4. I broke it down into 4.
Okay.
So first, there's what I call the hot.
Hot.
Yes. Now, these are people that they are very in your face when they are communicating.
Okay.
They don't keep their thoughts to themselves. They let you know it, whether it comes out right or not. They don't want to say their own and move away. Now, these people can be aggressive at times. They can be demanding. Some can be manipulative. Okay. But their goal is to get out what they are saying. Their goal is not for you to listen. And they're usually very poor listeners. Okay. We call them the hot.
Okay.
There are some we can call the still waters.
Okay.
Now, these ones, they have a lot to say, but they don't say it.
So they just stay
quiet.
Calm. Okay.
So you think they are easygoing. You think they are cool with the situation. But there's a lot they want to say, but they will never say it because they want to maintain in front of, I'm a peaceable person. Okay? So they just also absorb the pain.
Or they want to avoid confrontation, maybe.
Yes. Okay. Yes. But usually it's more because of the facade they want to put up. And so they can absorb the pain, they can get abused and not see anything. They will make excuse for this other person just so that there's no confrontation, like you said. And then they're there. Then there's the yin-yang.
Okay.
Now, these ones are of 2 shades. These ones, they don't say so much too. Not because they don't want to say, but because they are frustrated in that you can't understand how they are saying it. So at times they talk, it comes out wrong. At times they talk, it doesn't come out the way they want to say it. So usually they just snort plenty anger internally. There are people that you find giving silent treatments. They are angry, they are irritated, but they can't say it because they feel you will not get them.
Okay.
So they're just snorting the anger there. And then the final one, I call the fresh waters. This is the perfect kind of communication as it is.
Okay.
Okay. They are good listeners. Okay. They are very good at conversation. And then they balance I and you.
Okay.
Okay. When they're having conversations. Okay. So it's not just, they're not pushy. They listen to the other person. Okay. So when you look at this spectrum of communication styles, you find out that one partner is one and the other is another. Usually
they're different.
Usually they're different.
Okay.
Usually. So both partners, first, the person must first know, what am I? Am I the yin-yang person? I have so much anger inside, but I'm not communicating it because I don't think he will hear me. Okay. Or am I the still waters guy? I'm just sitting, I'm just there, just absorbing anything.
Holding
everything in. Yeah. Or am I the hot? I'm just saying everything and not getting feedback.
Okay.
The moment I know who I am, who is my partner?
And who's the best partner for me?
In fact,
I guess?
Yes, of course. That's for people that are yet in a relationship. Or that are married or already in a relationship, you want to know who is your partner. Okay? Then you want to know if your partner is not fresh air. 2 of you want to now discuss how do we move towards fresh air.
Okay.
Because the elements that make good communication is active listening. And active listening means that you are also getting the emotion that the person is communicating. Active listening doesn't mean the person is right in itself. The person might be assuming a lot of things, yeah? But you are listening to the emotion that the person is using to communicate that. So that's active listening. Then there's no defending. You're not defending yourself, you're explaining. Because there's a difference between when you're defending yourself and you're trying to explain the situation and all that. So communication is actually very simple if we would be patient with the other partner.
So I'm thinking about the first one you mentioned. You said hot.
Yeah.
Right? So what if you have a couple that are both hot? You know, it doesn't sound like a very good recipe there.
No.
You've probably worked with couples like that before. What sort of things did you give them to do or advice did you give them to help them, you know, simmer down? Okay.
So usually you want to tell both of them to be interested in listening to the other person. Okay. I think listening is always the issue for hot, because at that point, both parties want to talk. And then you find out that because both are talking at the same time, they begin to raise their voice. And because hot can be aggressive, both are aggressive, and then it can escalate. So you want both parties to be calm, listen. Then, if it's a physical meeting, you want to ask one of them to give the other. Who would you want to speak first?
So I watched somewhere where there was this particular couple where they were both hot, and they decided to try flipping a coin to see who would ask or speak first, whenever they were having any kind of argument or the other. So they both understood that. But one issue they had was that they always felt like the other, as you said, from the yin-yang side, didn't understand or wasn't going to get what they were trying to say. Yeah. So I guess this is like a different combination from what I've looked out for. But then how do you begin that journey from being completely quiet and mellow and still waters to now actually being able to handle someone who is hot?
Yeah. So let's now go to our love conversation.
All right.
Because love is the foundation of the relationship that you both have. Most times, one of the things we do is we have people remember, why did you choose this person? There must have been something positive out of it. Okay. Now, because it's a mindset, like you said, I don't think he will hear me. I don't think she would get me. It's a mindset. So no matter how she says it, because of that mindset, you don't think she's getting you at all. So you want them to first deal with that mind block of, for now, don't have any mind block. Just be open. She's going to speak. She may not get you. That's the truth. But be patient enough to listen to her. He may not get you, but be patient enough to listen to him. So when they're able to first go back to whatever it is that brought them together, the positives, it levels the playing ground, the play field, and then we can now build on mutual respect for both. Okay, you are both here because you want it to work. Yeah, so somebody has to speak first. Okay. So when one person narrates what is going on, aggressively and all that, rather than ask the other person to defend it, the other person is just sharing their own perspective. Usually it's a perspective thing. So the person's perspective, then we'll now find the middle zone in the perspective. But then both must still learn to move towards fresh air.
So before we wrap up, what advice would you give, couples that are just about to get married? What would you advise they ask each other?
Okay. Usually people, we spend a huge part of our life paying for every other thing in our lives, and we barely do for marriage, as it is. So usually, one of the things I usually advise people is talk to people, either older couples or a married coach or somebody, and then for each other, understand your communication styles, understand how you work.
I have to say a big thank you to you for coming to talk to us today. Love and communication. Have you got your communication style down yet? If you haven't, maybe you want to look into that. Just hit us up on social media at TVC Connect with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Ask your questions, and let's see if we can get them answered. Now, Toby is heading to the kitchen now. He's going to hang out with Mary and MM and have a taste of what our chef has prepared.
Come and join us.
Yes, we can't wait for you to join us.
Yeah. Welcome to the kitchen.
Ooh. Okay.
Please have a seat.
All right.
And this is Chef Blossom, and this morning she's made for you boiled sweet potatoes with peppered sauce, boiled eggs, and fried turkey.
Okay, so on a lighter note, so your wife brings this. Because I heard of a joke here of a man that ate spaghetti for 30 years, and one day he finally told his wife that I never liked spaghetti. And his wife believed that was his favorite food because he always ate it with extra relish, but he thought it was his wife's favorite preparation. So in such a situation, how will you tell your wife that, your potato looks nice, but I don't like potato? And in a very nice way.
Okay, that's if I don't like potato.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just say it.
You just say it? Yeah. Just like
I feel
it's
say it as it is.
No, I won't, of course. I won't.
That's what we're saying. How will you say it?
Okay, so, of course, I'll finish
the meal.
Finish the meal first. Then...
You know what? Sit down first, because your wife is already giving you side eye. I don't want her to go and do like this and make you fall.
I'm definitely going to finish the meal first. Finish the meal first. Then, if another time she wants to prepare, like, what we are preparing is this.
What if she doesn't tell you? You will keep eating the spaghetti too.
Yes. I would like eating it. Then one time when we talk about food, I just mentioned that.
Anyways, you talked about love and communication now.
Have a taste. Let this food speak to your taste buds.
Yeah, eat. We need to know what you make of the food.
All right.
Okay? Thank you very much.
Oh, that's pepper though.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
You do, but I can see your face. The pepper is peppering you.
No, I'm trying. There's something I'm tasting that I can't.
Oh, well, there's ginger and garlic in the pepper sauce.
Okay. It's the garlic. It's been a while I had garlic.
Oh, okay. I hope you're not allergic to it. No one can be allergic to garlic. I think so.
Okay. All right. So besides that, Seth, there's actually something that I've always wondered when it comes to communication in relationships. Is there really is there really a set way of doing it? Because I keep hearing, especially when experts are talking, they'll say you have to communicate this way or you have to communicate that way.
Yeah, like my husband always says, there's always a tone of approach. There's a way you need to approach the situation.
No way you're vexing and fuming.
You know, in math, for example.
Yeah.
You need to learn the basics of 1 + 1.
Yeah.
Multiplication 2 times 2. Then as you advance, some of these things will change. But the foundation
is still there.
So usually it's best to give people the foundational protocol and not apply it to their personality types. As opposed to nothing. So there's a basic foundation. Then it's not applicable based on the scenario, based on the situation and the people's personality.
Okay, you know what? Let me let you enjoy your food. I feel like I've deprived you of that. I am Titi and Tokwe. I wonder what kind of communication is going on between both of you, but I'm very scared now.
Effective communication.
Not so.
Very effective. Chocolatey dripping communication.
Chocolatey dripping.
Yes, so. Well, chocolate dates.
That's about it on the show today. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thanks to all our contributors. Thanks to Chef, the beautiful Chef Blossom here. Thanks to you. And of course, thanks to the crew members. Thanks to you for watching. All right, it's time for us to say goodbye. I can hear somebody shouting, "Who runs the world?"
Who runs the world? Did you see me give them the side eye?
As in, we run the world.
Bye-bye.